Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the last episode, we got ourselves the old bike on the ground. And sorry to break you guys' heart, but I spared you guys a lot of the wiring situation. As you see here, we have this security, fuses, and ECM plug over there. All we have left on the wiring here, it's just going to be between me and my bro Logan to do this. Mostly because we're kind of in a bit of a hurry, but all the important wires are already up in the front here. So right now I'm going to get working on my foot controls because that's what the stock mount is at. So if I were to sit down right up in the seat here, tuck myself in the back here, and reach out my foot. I have a really weird angle on my leg versus something a little more natural back here where I can push in the brakes. That I can't reach all that well, let alone safely stop. Which means I'm gonna have to modify this, move it back and up. I got a new one of these and relocate this to go with it. But for now, what I'm going to do on this side, since it's so hard to get to, I'm going to do this side off camera. I'm just going to show you the principle of what I'm doing with my forward controls on this side. Okay, as we see here, I got myself a rough template of an old, usually cigarette pack, but don't remember what this pack was from anyways. I just punched the holes from the original rivet, not rivets, bolts, onto the forward control mount section. And you see the dot right there is where I'm going to have my peg. So, move it up over here. But I'm also coming up with a problem where I need to find a way to fit my foot clutch on the bracket itself. And what's going to break my heart is that I'm going to have to cut right along here and just right in the weld section here. I might even have to go on the back side to do it. You can see here I got to cut all this out. And it normally fits this way because the peg stretches out and down. So it's going to face in this orientation. This is the front of the bike. This is where the lever actuates my clutch. So I gotta drill out, put my template over this. Once I have it all measured up, center punch, drill, and tap one hole just to make it a little stronger because the last one was made of aluminum. This is thick ass steel. And then I'm gonna have to play around how far out I want my foot peg to be. These are gonna be my rubber pegs, but you can see the example here. Sit up right up in there like that. So, we're going to get that template off, chop up that for a little bit, and we'll get right back with you. Okay, let me get this off here. So you can see right here, and by the way, I'm finally wearing a respirator while I'm grinding. Who would have thunk? It's breathing all that dust, it's going to be bad for me, eh? Let's see that. Okay, it's a little toasty. So this is realistically the only function I need, because that is the brace for the clutch cable. So when I put my foot down on the lever on the outside here, it pulls, creating the actuation for my clutch. So realistically, just this and that little bracket there is all I'm going to need for this. So since it sits like that, I just gotta re-weld it right up and on there. Should be easy enough, eh? But I'm gonna weld that up after I finish drilling up my holes. Actually, let's take a look at that cut line. Just a wee bit fat, but some people say fat, I say more meat to weld in. Alright, so let's head back to the bike over there, or I'll head back to the bike and get the template and start getting ready to grind out that. Alright. Alright, so we got ourselves our template laid out. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I might try radiusing or grinding out some accent grooves maybe. But let's just get things ready to be mounted first before we do anything too fancy. What I'm going to do is drill out the first one, lay my template back on, run my bolt through it, and start making a few more center punches. Just because I'm not really good at math, I like using templates and eyeballing it. But there's plenty of room for all that I really need. Alright, let's get ready to drill. Put you guys on time lapse, put my music in, get you guys music on. Yep, okay. A little bit. So you saw me use that countersink bit there. It just helps anything from chafing too much, and it just kind of helps center up the bolt you're going to need. So I'm going to lay my template out, drill out the remaining holes, and the next time you see this, it'll be tested out on the bike. Alright, see you on the bike. Whew. Okay, after a little bit of fitting finagling, see here, get the light out of the way. Probably mount this on my camera, hey? So, fit it up. You can see you still got the original dot there. But let's see if we can mount this on my boot right there. There we go. I'm gonna, when there's coming steps here, I think I might have to drill out where my pegs are gonna go first and tap that right quick. But you can see, right down there, my foot clutch is still gonna work perfect for this system. Matter of fact, it's actually just a wee bit fat on that side, which is cool. That's fine. I can fill that with weld and grind a radius around that. But I want to make sure on this parallel it ain't sticking up like that, nor down like that. So I'm going to have to lay it down flat on that table up and over there. Just running a few tacks. Usually when this bar right down there is in contact, that looks pretty good, don't it? Alright, what's up guys? Had to run out to the store, get some more hardware for the pegs. And on this step, we're actually going to drill a hole and tap it. Just so that way there's a little extra more meat to bite. I'm also going to use, or did I leave it? Here we go. So it's going to mesh these threads, so this will lock it all into place, is this nylon lock washer. So, we already drilled our pilot hole. Lock it with a small, about a size and a half smaller than what you were going to need originally for, say, if you just want to drop it right through. Because we're going to cut out a lot of meat when we start putting those threads in. Alright? Oh, here to go, that's all. Get back to you once we get this hole drilled. Alright, so we're just getting ready to tap. I'm just going to give you a little example of what I mean by making the hole a little bit smaller. So this is a 3/8 width bolt, 3/8 hole. So if I were to drop this right in here, slides in next to no play. However, if I start cutting threads in this, it'll be actually bigger than what the thread pitch is here. So it'll still just slide in with no bite. So when you're using a tap and die set, you want to go a little bit smaller than the intended hole and let the teeth twist and cut the grooves that will actually open it up to the 3/8 diameter that you need. Alright, so I'll get you guys set up once I get the thing started.
Cardiomobile is available for only $99. Order today on Amazon or cardiomobile.ca. This summer, welcome to temporary retirement.
Brush it out. Yeah, I still think in the end I made this hole just a little bit too big, but that's okay, because like I said, this just adds a little extra meat for the bolt to hold on to. So I'm going to start threading it. As you see here, it still catches. So the threads are cut right. Nice and perfect. And like I said, this lock, not a lock, will go on the back here, and I can just wrench this down, put the plating onto the forward controls, and this will be where my peg sits. So all that's left is right now tack in place the jockey shift mount, and we'll be solid. Now we'll get back to you once we get the welder out. Alright y'all, let's go and get the gun at the ready. Ready to all put into place. I don't even think you see this shit. Yeah, let's try and move you guys into position. There we go. Actually, let me just show you what I have set up here. I'm using my magnets here to support it. So I'm going to attack this cross member, that junction there, and one junction right up in there, right above that mounting hole. Once I get all tacked up, I can set myself up better to run a few beads on the front and the back and on the sides, and just go out on the lift for a thing to loading the weld later. Alright? Where's my nut? There we go. Oh, stinger. Alright, we're good. Alright, that was good. Alright. It's all here. Stop the ground. Got the welder for now. Should see some of these welds, eh? I got one there, and two on this cross member right here. Which means if I were to... Actually, that's not hot. And she holds. So you're going to run a few more welds. I know this camera doesn't like picking up the welds all that well, so I'll finish tacking it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it gets on the bike. Alright, see you soon. Alright, here you guys go for probably the last part. I'm probably going to make this into a two-part episode. So at the end of next episode, I'm going to have the brake side all figured out. I've got the brake side all disassembled on the bench over there, but let me show you what I've got done finishing up the foot clutch system. So right down here, I got the jockey shift system set up here. So the cable runs through there. So as you push down, this will actually, well, this is supposed to be upside down. I just threw it together, but this will actually pivot that way towards the primary, pulling on the cable. So right here is actually a really good spot to have it. Like I said, I'm probably going to create some radius out on these ends here. Maybe trim up some of it on this side. But for now, it'll hold. Now we're going to be working on that side. So like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to the next part. I'm going to edit both of them together, so it might come out Saturday and Sunday. And thank you all for subscribing so far, and keep leaving comments. I try to respond to every comment as I can. I'll make that job hard for me. Keep writing comments down, asking questions, throwing ideas, recommendations. I accept them all. And we'll see you on the next part of this episode. Cheers.